What we do here is go back.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome to episode 44 of the Lost Media podcast. Yes, today we're talking about Spongebob Lost Media. There's 3 notable pieces of Spongebob Lost Media I'll be covering today. One is clips from the original TV show. There's several to go through that have been found that were lost, and ones that are still lost. There's also the Spongebob Rehydrated Matrix short, that was not made by the original SpongeBob creators that I wanted to have a look at today. And there's also a lost video game about SpongeBob that has been found, but I wanted to look at the little brief history of that. But first we're going to talk about the SpongeBob Matrix Rehydrated. This is a really bizarre piece of lost media. As you can see playing behind me, that's not SpongeBob animation. That's made by someone completely unrelated to SpongeBob. Kind of like A Day with SpongeBob SquarePants the movie, if it were a real thing, sort of. The guy who made this just did it for a meme, and Nickelodeon caught wind of it and said, hey, can we use that for a bumper? And they just used it as a bumper on television. It was found, 5 seconds of it, in a little Nickelodeon compilation, and people are like, hey, what's this? I need help finding this, and it was posted online, and then the lost media search began. Of course, it catches like wildfire. This is one of those smaller levels of lost media, and I actually am not sure, you can correct me in the comments, guys, how long this was exactly lost for. It was found in 2016, the video only. Convenient for this podcast, because I never play audio, it's just the video in the background, but not convenient for anyone who wants the actual audio of this. It's still lost. To this day, you can't find the audio for this little bumper. Fans really annoyed the creator of this. Once we found out who the creator was, a lot of lost media people and a lot of annoying internet pests spammed the guy who made this and basically said, hey, we want the 10-minute version. Where's the 10-minute version? There's no such thing. That was just something that got circulated that people lied about and said, hey, there's a 10-minute version of this. There's no 10-minute version of this bumper. And it just became this massive meme, and it just was a joke for this poor guy who just like had to delete the original post and just be like, guys, how can I get everyone to stop spam emailing me saying I released the 10-minute version? There's no 10-minute version. It's just the 40-second version without the audio. What a nightmare for this guy. But it's an interesting little piece because people thought that they weren't going to find this, and then that 40-second version was uploaded, and it is pretty funny. And I gotta say, it relates to this poor dude being harassed by all these people. The short itself, all the Agent Smiths as Patrick Star coming after him, and he's just got to deflect all of them. It's just ridiculous. Another aspect of SpongeBob Lost Media are all those clips from the television show that are still lost to this day, and ones that are partially found. I've got to use the Lost Media wiki for this, because my god, it is an extensive list. There are so many. There's heaps, actually. My god. I'm going to quickly state the ones that are found. I'm not going to talk about the synopsis of those. You're going to go to the Lost Media wiki page to find those, which I'll put in the description. But there's which is a deleted scene that was found. Artist unknown found, and it's just bold and brash painting of SpongeBob. Boating school, Christmas Who is found. That's another short. And Dying for Pie. I think I've seen this is also found. Feral Friends, Graveyard Shift, Nasty Patty. There's a lot that have been found. Jellyfishing, I've seen that. Jellyfish Hunter. Shit, I might have had this on DVD. That couldn't have been lost. Just One Bite's been found. Karate Island's also been found. Life of Crime's been found. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Apparently, these are early sketches for different alternations. Because I know that Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy is one of the most well-known clips from SpongeBob, most well-known episodes. Pizza Delivery's been found. And these are the ones, Procrastination's also been found. Man, there are so many that have been found and lost. Scaredy Pants has been found. Sleepy Time's been found. Suds has been found. Tea at the Trito has been found. Texas has been found. I got to freaking rush. I got to go through all of these. The snowball effect has been found. And the last one that's been found is Mermaid and Barnacle Boy V. I'm going to go through all of them that have been lost in the most quick-fire way possible because there's a fuck ton. Welcome to the Chum Bucket. According to the Season 2 commentary, DVD commentary, there was originally a scene that showed Plankton taking out SpongeBob's brain before putting it in the robot. And that's lost. Man, is that an actual thing? Holy crap. To love a patty. Originally, SpongeBob was going to be near naked in bed with Patty, which was due to being inappropriate for children. No shit. Also, in the storyboard, SpongeBob was seen wearing his outfit and wig from the chaperone. Oh my god. So there's three different categories. I'll give this page credit. There's found, lost, and non-existent. So the ones that are lost, by all accounts, these ones actually happened. My god. Survival of the Idiots. According to the Season 2 DVD commentary, there was originally a scene featuring Sandy's bed hanging from the ceiling of the tree dome, with much more saliva/drool than what was seen in the final episode. Additionally, the DVD commentary also states the original title for the episode was Survival of the Morons. It's actually called Survival of the Idiots. This is just going to be a rabbit hole, I can tell. Something Smells is also lost, according to the Season 2 DVD commentary. After SpongeBob and Patrick hugged Squidward and ran away at the end of the episode, Squidward was supposed to say, "Ugly and smelly too for one," but this was cut due to the whole scene fading to black at the end, so the dialogue wasn't needed. There is a lot more I could go through. There's heaps. If you want to go through all of them, guys, the Lost Media wiki page, as I said, is down below. I just decided to go through a few just to give you an idea of the kinds of lost media to do with SpongeBob. They're also deleted scenes. There's no lost episode like that SpongeBob lost episode meme from when I was a kid. That's one of the things that got me into lost media, that SpongeBob lost episode with the pirate. It's just a cool little bit from SpongeBob. So stupid. There's also one of the last piece of SpongeBob, the third piece of lost SpongeBob media I'll be looking at is SpongeBob's Truth or Square. This is a Nick arcade party game. It is not to be confused with the DS version, the Xbox 360 or the PSP video game releases under the same name. This was just, I think, a Flash game. It was via shockwave.com, yeah. And it was lost for a long time. However, in 2017, it actually doesn't specify how long it was lost for. It was released on Microsoft Windows in October 2009, and I guess it was lost once Shockwave stopped being used. But it was found again in 2017. Lost Media Wiki user Corey Blue successfully recovered a free trial version of the game and downloaded it via the Wayback Machine, which is pretty cool. The trial limitations have since been removed, so you get the full game now. I'm wondering how long this is lost for. That's what I'm interested in, because the 2009 between 2017 doesn't really make sense that timeline, because it was released in 2009. People would have played it for a few years. I want to know when the point came where people started to post and realize, hey, this can't be found anymore. But it's found in 2017. So I guess that doesn't matter. I guess that's why the page has such limited information. I think the Matrix, I reckon the SpongeBob Matrix Reloaded, Rehydrated is probably the coolest one on this list. It's a bizarre piece. It is a very strange piece. The fact that that's got a bit of mythology associated with it. There's another thing I forgot about that I should mention, and that is that someone released a fan-made copycat sort of this bumper that was in 2D, and people confuse this with the real thing. So someone in 2004 is uploading some sort of crappy storyboard stills of a fan-made 2D version they did, and people are thinking that's the actual one. That's how obscure this thing became. And then it was revealed, obviously, when it was uploaded to YouTube, that it does exist, except the audio is still, as I've mentioned multiple times in this podcast, trying not to repeat myself, the audio is still completely lost, which is very sad. For a 40-second short, doesn't really matter all that much, but I'm sure there's a lot of big fans of this that really still want to find the audio. You can't though, because the original creator doesn't even have that. So it's very unlikely that that will be uploaded. It is fascinating though to see pieces of lost media like the rehydrated one go from mythology, lost media mythology. Is it the same as A Day with SpongeBob the movie? To no, that was a real thing that aired on Nickelodeon that wasn't made by the SpongeBob creators, obviously. Very funny. Very, very funny. That's all there is to it, guys. That's some SpongeBob Lost Media I whipped up. I'm sorry about reading out the episodes, that portion, how scuffed that was. There were so many of them that researching this video meant that I obviously had to go through every single one, and that's obviously what I didn't do. So I decided to just go to the page and read them out mid-podcast. You guys can, you guys can shit on me in the comments. It's very hard for me to figure out which ones, I guess, are more prevalent to other ones. I know that I Was a Teenage Gary has been covered by L Supersonic Q, but there's a lot of them. There are so many. In the comments, if you guys want to mention more prevalent lost bits of SpongeBob. Now I'm just getting in tongue twisters. Please do, because there's a lot of it. But in a podcast format, yes, it is not easy for me to present all this stuff. I'm very, very bad at the list videos here on the Lost Media podcast. Thank you guys again for watching. I've actually got my first audio commentary coming out this weekend. It was a script that was written 2 years ago that I read out last night and edited the audio together. I've just got to edit the clips. That will come out either on the weekend or at the end of the week on Friday, maybe. Look forward to that one, guys. But until then, there's 4 more Lost Media podcasts coming out this week. And let's hope they are better than this one. Let's hope they're okay. Better than the ones I released today. Cheers, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.